Hey, I'm Naila. This is Girl, What You Reading? I've just recently started reading like I used to before everything in life got in the way. So I decided in order to keep myself accountable, I should make a YouTube channel because that's something people do, right? So I'm going to be just talking about all the books that I'm reading currently, all the books that I want to read, all the books that I'm thinking about reading, and just really books. In order to get my toes wet in these new waters, I decided to start with The Moms Are Not All Right by Anne Helen Petersen. And here we go. I'm so excited. My first book review video. Let's get into it. I picked up The Moms Are Not All Right from Scribd. If you don't know what Scribd is, it's like Netflix for books. They have ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, podcasts. It lets you use it all unlimited for the small monthly fee of $11.99 right now anyway. But there is a free trial period, so click the link in the description. Check it out for yourself. Personally, I get most of my reads from there because I can take it with me on the go through the app on my phone. And with my busy life, it's just easier. I don't have to carry a book with me everywhere. I have the book on my phone. But back to this book, The Moms Are Not All Right. The Moms Are Not All Right is a pretty short read, but it's a collection of essays, stories, and letters that Anne collected from women all over the country about their experiences during the pandemic. As we all know, parenting is difficult under the best of circumstances, especially for mothers. But during the pandemic, there was so much more going on than just the COVID situation. So Anne decided to check in and see how the moms were doing. And like the title said, more often than not, the moms were not okay. Being a mother of teenagers at the time myself, I definitely saw so many of these stories and just I identified with them for myself. And my children weren't even quarantined with me because of life events that happened right before the pandemic. I was trying to set some things up, and that didn't really happen because the pandemic happened instead. But that's a story for another time. We won't get into that tonight. But the fact that they were not with me only compounded the fear. It only made it worse. So I identified my own mental health in these stories. I identified the shame as a parent of the effects that I could do nothing about that the pandemic had on my children. And it also made me see my students in a different way because they definitely were affected by the situation also. I am a teacher. Haven't told you guys that yet, but I am an ELA teacher. I identified the survivor's guilt from getting all those much needed at the time government funds. While people were dying or being kicked out of their homes and becoming homeless, losing their jobs, and just the nightmare that this event created. I was changed by reading this book. So it's definitely a 5-star read. I recommend it for anyone who mothered during 2020 to 2022. I recommend it for anybody who even cares about what their mother went through during that time frame. But that's my short little review for this short, amazing book, and I'll see you next time.